I'm gonna start this video by differentiating a lot of things and saying um, when it comes to all this information and the words being said, if they don't resonate with you or if you don't um, particularly know about it, it's okay and it's cool. That's the reason for this channel. But when it comes to getting or even understanding these concepts, there's basically three. Life starts in threes in general. Talking about getting into numerology, but there's basically three types of people when it comes to this reality, understanding things in this world. There's going to be those people basically who believe what the same being is telling them, and then there are going to be the people who don't believe anything. Then there are going to be the people who believe in the unseen. And when it comes to the people believing in the unseen, those are the Starseeds, the Lightworkers, the Indigos, the Crystal Children, all the spirits, because all of them have, every person has a spirit. But when it comes to soul, soul is the calling, and what it is doing, its mission. Soul has to do with missions and what it provides for the spirit to even have I don't want to say a reason, but to have a a meant to. So in a sense, these are the type of spirits and souls that can understand the unseen and know that we're obviously living in a material realm, a dense realm, a physical realm. It's the understanding that starts from a source, because everyone comes from a source. Maybe a different source, but everyone comes from a source. So, and then from that source, that thing that you can't touch, that thing that you don't know about, you can't see, obviously materializes in different realms and different frequencies. Which is, I'm basically saying this because when people, if you're a light worker, if you're basically enlightening, bringing people up into a fifth dimensional type thinking or a higher thinking, the ones who aren't on that frequency level, who haven't dived in or looked into or experienced or even are trying to, it's going to be very foreign to them. So, and I'm only talking about this because I've lately just been getting a whole bunch of comments on and questions about the understanding of this and where does it come from. And honestly, like I said, everyone in general is a star seed, and by saying that, meaning that we all come from a source of energy, and stars are light gases of light, and that connects with ether and transfers into spark of light of energy, because that causes energy. So everyone, and I'm pretty sure y'all heard, everyone comes from the stars. But that's only when it on a materialized plane, because they mean star constellations, because everyone etheric energy at past history within this realm traces back to a star constellation, whether it be Draconian, Lyrian, Andromedan, any of those. So, and there's many more, because we're all mixtures, and I've done videos on this. But for you to even, you have to understand and know about that stuff and know how to connect the dots, basically, to get that. If you, people that are Lightworkers or Indigos, these new spirits with going into their soul calling, and to know if you're one of these, they are basically leading humanity or propping humanity into, or trying through different mechanisms to a state of thinking and getting them out of the old cycle of the same exact being of consciousness telling them basically to go by the same thing that they're living, or either that other being knowing more and just trying to keep it hidden, which gets into the occult, and which is why all this falls within to that Pandora's box and um, um, what's the other word? Just becomes taboo, basically. All the taboo stuff when it anything that has to do with something, when people basically raise an eyebrow or do a face like what are you talking about, like what, when someone's can't grasp that, that's how you know they're they're not light, they haven't shed light, they're not shedding light on things yet. They're not a bright star. You put them, when I was saying people who believe what the same person is telling them, like a basically dead, zombified, robotic. So, and then the people who literally don't, they can also fall within the zombie, dead, and robotic, for the ones who don't believe in anything. Because basically having a conversation with someone, there are people, I guess, who believe that they are a sack of meat walking or experiencing something, but don't even understand that, for even if you laid a piece of raw meat on your computer desk or in front of you right now and you shocked it, it will move. And that's energy going through it to make it move. So if you know what energy is and the whole formula and what it does and how it works from you even experience it every day in your reality, you 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 are at a loss. You are zombified. You are like a zombie, kind of not having any type of soul, just walking around with no calling, with no reason to do. And then some people, and that's the thing, there are some people who are not fully awake or not fully enlightened, and they could be as well be doing their soul calling and walking within it, but still not directing it in the way it's supposed to be directed, not doing anything with it. So basically, this video is just, like I said, for the Starseeds, the Lightworkers, Crystal Children, Indigos, because all these are the people, basically, I said, leading humanity into what they need to be on a higher frequency. So, and you're going to find your Lightworkers basically building something, bringing people together, uh, with Starseeds and Indigos, working in the medical field and healing fields. If you are one of these soul spirit being callings, if all these beings have had near-death experiences, survived death, gotten out of situations, can recall having supernatural experiences, these people, when you know there are things within your life that have set you apart, do set you apart, these people come to a realization, they may not, that obviously they have a certain soul calling and that they are obviously a different type of soul or spirit dwelling on this plane. And so that's what this, I can't even remember the full point of this video, but it's just, I guess, since I doing these videos, I'm attracting the people who know of this stuff and are trying to gain more and trying to connect with the same type of being, but also the ones who are something, I already told them, something draws them towards this, because it's a magnetism. I know I have a magnetism, and that goes into understanding a whole bunch of other stuff. So the fact that they feast their eyes on it, but they can't yet understand it. So as I was saying, um, really want to talk to that guy who messaged me again. But a lot of people, either it's basically don't even know how to really put it in words now. So I might as well just end the video right here, basically trying to get that out, because there are a lot of star seeds that aren't shining right now, and when it comes to gaining this information, these star seeds, these light workers, these people, they, if you can't, it's just a natural grasping of certain, all these spirits use the sciences, astrology, and numerology. And speaking of numerology, numerology is the key because it taps in frequencies to tell you your soul calling and the destination and pinpoints with the numbers of where your soul has traveled from the past and where it could be going in the future, what it's trying to do. And astrology basically breaks it all in full down right there for you. And so usually these beings, they grasp the concepts of the unseen, as I was saying earlier. And if any being is not grasping the unseen, most likely it's because they fear it. I mean, it is because they don't want to say most likely it is. So I think I'm going to end the video right there. Thank y'all for watching. This is Devorjae on True 7. Have a good night.